Michael, what's today's audio topic?
Today, I'm going to talk about modifying the terminals of the speaker cables connected to the B&W 805D4.
That's a measure to get the best sound out of the 805D4. Master, you want to hear about modifying the terminals of speaker cables, right?
Yes, I want to hear about it.
For the speaker cables, I used the AudioQuest Q2 that I introduced earlier. The Q2 was connected to the speakers with bare wires. With bare wires, there's a risk of poor contact at the speaker terminal connection points. Plus, it doesn't look very neat, so I decided to modify the cable terminals.
What types of terminals are there?
There are two types, spade connectors and banana plugs. Spade connectors are screwed into the speaker terminals, while banana plugs are simply inserted into the terminals. The contact area is wider with spade connectors. Many banana plugs make contact with the speaker terminals at a single point, so in terms of contact area, banana plugs are at a disadvantage.
I thought banana plugs had a wider contact area since they're inserted into the terminals.
Banana plugs called lantern type have a bulge at the center of the terminal. This part makes contact with the speaker terminal. Therefore, banana plugs have a smaller contact area than they appear to have. However, there are now banana plugs called BFA, wave-shaped. BFA-type banana plugs make contact with the terminal via a surface, so they have a larger contact area. In terms of stability, spade connectors, which are screwed into the terminal, are more stable. In terms of ease of removal, spade connectors, which are screwed in, are more troublesome. Banana plugs are easy to use because they are simply inserted.
Which did you choose, spade connectors or banana plugs?
I thought about choosing spade connectors for sound quality, but I chose banana plug for ease of use. I don't know the model number, but I chose AudioQuest banana plug.
You don't know the model number?
That's right. I bought it at an audio shop, but it seems that this banana plug is not generally sold as a standalone product.
So there's no model number.
This product costs 2,100 yen for 4 pieces. There are 2 cables, one positive and one negative, with a total of 8 terminals. So I bought 2 sets of 4 pieces each. Additionally, since these banana plugs are crimp type, I also bought crimping pliers.
What are crimping pliers?
It's a tool used to crimp the cable to the terminal for connection. Without it, crimp-type plugs cannot secure the cable.
Can't we secure the cable to the banana plug more easily?
There are 3 methods for securing the cable to the banana plug: crimping, screwing, and soldering. Let me explain the characteristics of each. The crimping method uses a specialized tool to secure the cable and plug. The advantage is that it is stable and resistant to vibration. The disadvantage is that once it is fixed, it cannot be undone. Screw type involves securing the cable to the plug with screws. The advantage is that it can be undone, and the disadvantage is that the screws may loosen. I hadn't been particular about the fixing method until now. Just to be sure, I checked the screw-type banana plugs I had been using and was surprised to find that the fixation had loosened. The advantage of soldering is that it provides a wide contact area, while the disadvantages are that heat may degrade the conductor and that it requires skill to perform.
Michael chose the crimping method.
That's right. I'm an amateur audio enthusiast, so I'm a beginner when it comes to cable processing. That's why I decided not to solder. Between crimping and screw type, I chose crimping because screws can loosen and there are concerns about contact area.
I see.
Now for the actual work. First, strip the insulation from the speaker cable. You can use a knife, but a dedicated wire stripper is easier to use. Thread the metal ring onto the cable and secure the banana plug and cable with crimping pliers. That's it.
Was the work easy?
It was my first time doing it, but it was easier than I thought. However,
What happened?
it turned out disastrously. The banana plug wouldn't fit into the speaker terminal.
Is that possible?
If I forced it, it might fit, but I didn't want to risk damaging the 805D4 terminal. In the end, I had to cut off the entire banana plug and throw it away.
Oh, what a waste. Why wouldn't the banana plug fit into the speaker terminal?
Maybe I didn't do the work properly. Or maybe the plug is made of a hard material and requires force to fit into the speaker terminals. I learned about the drawbacks of crimping. 2 sets of banana plugs at 2,100 yen each, plus 500 yen for shipping, so I wasted 4,700 yen. But sharing this failure will be helpful to everyone.
You're very positive.
Audio equipment often fails. Thinking about it that way, this failure was a good learning experience.
Did you give up on terminal processing?
No, I didn't give up. I regrouped and bought another plug. But I was worried about the banana plug, so I went with a spade connector instead. With a spade connector, there's no risk of it not fitting into the speaker terminals. I didn't know what material the banana plugs were made of, so I researched the materials and bought spade connectors this time.
What materials are spade connectors made of?
I looked into the materials for spade connectors. There are 6 types in total: copper, gold-plated copper, silver-plated copper, tin-plated copper, brass, and rhodium-plated copper.
Which material is best?
Each has its pros and cons. Copper is commonly used for cables, but terminals are often gold-plated.
Why are gold-plated terminals so common?
They are resistant to oxidation, so they can be used stably for a long time. If the conductivity of pure copper is 100, gold-plated copper is about 70%. Therefore, it results in less signal degradation and is a reliable product for spade connectors. Silver-plated copper has higher conductivity than pure copper, but it tends to be more expensive.
I see. Which material did you choose?
I decided on pure copper. Since pure copper has higher conductivity than gold-plated copper, I think it will result in less signal degradation. Pure copper has the drawback of being prone to rust, so I also purchased contact revitalizer and plan to perform regular maintenance. This is the pure copper spade connectors. For pieces cost 1,000 yen. The installation method is the same as for banana plugs. Strip the cable ends and crimp them to the spade connectors. Wrap tape around the cable to prevent oxidation, and you're done. Additionally, I wanted to use the same cable for the jumper cables as for the speaker cables, so I created jumper cables using Q2. Now, all the cables between the amplifier and speakers, including the jumper cables, are the same type of cable with spade connectors.
Using the same product for the jumper cables as for the cables between the amplifier and speakers gives a more unified look.
At least by using the same product for the speaker cables and spade connectors, there should be no degradation in sound quality.
Did the sound change after changing the bare wires to spade connectors and also changing the jumper cables?
Not that much. Since the bare wires are also copper, changing them to pure copper spade connectors probably won't make much difference in sound quality. I don't know what material the jumper cables included with the 805D4 are made of, but when I replaced them, the sound became slightly clearer. Rather than improving sound quality, I changed to spade connectors more for my own peace of mind. With bare wires, the appearance isn't great, and I felt that might affect the sound.
Yeah, changing the cable terminals for peace of mind is a valid option. Master, did you learn anything about cable terminal processing today?
Yes, I learned.